You know that feeling, right? You're watching a creator you love, and that little thought pops into your head. Hey, I could do that. Well, you're absolutely right. You can. The only thing separating you from them is, well, a roadmap. And in this explainer, we're going to give you that exact step-by-step guide to kickstart your own creative journey on YouTube. So, just how big is the opportunity here? Well, let's start with a number. 2 billion. That's how many people log into YouTube every single month. That's like almost half the entire internet. The audience isn't just there, they are actively looking for new voices. They're looking for someone just like you. Okay, but with a massive audience like that, it brings up a pretty big question, doesn't it? How do you find your unique voice in that crowd? I mean, how do you stand out? That's the puzzle we're going to solve together today. We're going to lay out a really clear, step-by-step path so you know exactly where you're going. Let's kick things off with the practical stuff, gear. Now, before your mind jumps to, expensive studios and super complicated equipment, let me just say, getting started is way more accessible than you probably think. Seriously, that amazing high-definition camera you've got right in your pocket, your smartphone, it is more than enough to get started. A basic webcam works perfectly too. Look, the goal right now isn't about being perfect. It's just about starting. I think this slide maps it out perfectly. You just start with what you have, right? Your phone, a window for some natural light, the mic that's built in, and whatever room you're in. That's your starter kit. Then, down the road, as your channel grows and maybe even starts earning a little, you can reinvest. Maybe you get a ring light for better lighting or an external mic for that super crisp audio. It's all about smart upgrades over time, not some huge cost up front. So, beyond the hardware, you're really only going to need 2 key pieces of software. First, a video editor. This is where you actually put your story together. And second, a thumbnail creator. And please do not underestimate this one. Your thumbnail is basically the cover of your book on a super crowded shelf. It's what makes somebody stop scrolling and decide to click on your video. All right, with the tools covered, let's get into the real heart of it. We've broken down the entire process into a 10-step roadmap, and we've organized it into 3 simple phases. This is your guide from that first little idea all the way to a thriving channel. So first up is phase 1, building your foundation. Think of this as like the architectural blueprint for your channel. It's all the crucial strategy work you do before you even think about hitting that record button. And trust me, getting this part right makes everything that comes next so much easier. The real key here is to start specific. First, you've got to pick a niche. Don't try to make videos for everybody. Make them for somebody. Second, get to know that audience. What do they struggle with? What makes them laugh? Your content needs to be the answer to their question. And finally, wrap it all up in a memorable brand. So when people see your colors or your logo, they instantly know, oh, that's you. With that foundation all set, it's time for phase 2. This is where the action happens. This is where we take all those strategic ideas and turn them into actual videos that people can watch and hopefully love. Setting up the channel itself, that's just filling out a few forms. It's the easy part. The real work is in creating your content and then, and this part is so crucial, optimizing it. That means using the right keywords, writing a great description, and designing one of those killer thumbnails. This isn't just for looks, it's how you literally tell the YouTube algorithm who it should show your video to. And that brings us to phase 3. Because hitting that publish button isn't the end of the line. Oh no, it's really just the beginning of building something way bigger than a single video. See, after you publish, you get into this kind of growth loop. First, you promote the video to get it in front of fresh eyes. As you grow, you can start working towards monetization. But the real engine of this whole loop is that last step. Analyze your data. YouTube literally tells you what people loved, where they got bored, and what they want to see next. If you listen to that feedback, your next video will be even better. It's that simple. So we've gone through the roadmap of what to do. Now let's talk about the principles of how to do it well. These are the core ideas that separate a channel that gets a few views from one that builds a really lasting, engaged community. If there is one non-negotiable rule on YouTube, it's this: content is king. Every single video has to provide some kind of value. I mean, whether you're teaching a skill, sharing a cool perspective, or just making someone's day a little brighter, value is the currency of the platform. It's what earns you a viewer's precious time. Next up, you've got to be consistent. Think about your favorite TV show. You know when a new episode is coming out, right? A regular upload schedule does the exact same thing for your channel. It builds that anticipation, and it helps turn casual viewers into a loyal following. And here's the next big key. Don't just talk at your viewers, talk with them. When you respond to comments, ask questions in your videos, and actually listen to feedback, you're doing something really powerful. You're shifting from just building a passive audience to cultivating an active, invested community. And finally, always be a student. YouTube is constantly changing. There are always new features, new trends, new algorithm tweaks. The creators who really succeed in the long run are the ones who stay curious and are willing to adapt and try new things. Okay, we've covered the gear, we've got the roadmap, and we have the mindset for success. There's really only one thing left to talk about. The moment your journey truly begins isn't when you have the perfect camera. It's when you decide to just take that first step. And hey, here's a really tangible first mission for you to aim for: 500. That's the number of subscribers you need to become eligible for the YouTube Partner Program and actually start earning money. It's a totally reachable, motivating milestone, and it marks your official entry into the creator community. Now, I know there's a question that might be lingering in the back of your mind. It's the one that holds so many amazing creators back. With billions of users and millions of videos, is the platform just too crowded? Is it too late to even start? The answer is simple, and it's definitive. No, it is absolutely not too late. Not even close. Let this idea really sink in for a second. The world is always hungry for new, creative voices, for your unique perspective, for your specific talent. That massive scale of YouTube, it isn't a barrier. It's an assurance that your community is out there, right now, just waiting for you to start. So we'll end with this. We've given you the map, the tools, and the strategies. The only question left is, well, it's the most important one of all. What story will you tell?